Hey everybody, it's Lou with Captivate Painting and Remodeling. We are here with Dan Kelly from Constructo Marketing.
What's up, everybody?
Constructo Marketing has been handling all of our digital marketing and SEO stuff for the last
About 16, 17 months now,
yeah
right?
yeah it's,
Yeah.
it's been a little bit. We're going to talk a little bit about why we love Constructo and how they've helped us become a overall better company.
Excited. Let's dive in.
Cool. Very good. So we started working with you guys, like you said, 17, 18 months ago.
Yeah, about June or July of 2024, I believe.
Yeah. Um, I had found you guys through your dad, actually.
Yeah.
I was talking with your dad, and he said, "Oh, my son just started up doing like a little website business or
Yeah.
something." He
Yeah.
explained it pretty poorly.
Yeah. He's not the best salesman on my behalf.
But I got on the phone with you probably that week.
Yeah, I think it was the same day. Funny enough, I think I was actually running an errand for him. I was driving a dump truck up to the Poconos.
Poconos, right?
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
I pulled over on the side of the road to take your call. So, and then, yeah, I think we talked that week and got started about like a week later.
Yeah, it's been really great having Constructo on our side because like they have taken and Dan can explain better than me. I'm just along for the ride. He takes care of everything. They've really helped improve our sales system, which makes a better experience for our clients. Things just feel so much smoother now. But it's also helped us get more leads, and Dan can explain a little bit more about how that happened.
Definitely, like the goal of a lot of our marketing together is just to educate homeowners. So make education more simpler, so that way it's stuff that you guys understand. And I feel like with a lot of contractors, we talk at such like a high level of like, oh, they're just going to understand this, and most of the time, nobody knows what you actually mean. So kind of what we try to do is simplify it and explain it in a way of like, hey, here's why Lou charges this. What separates you guys from other contractors? Different things like that. What does the process look like? So it's all clear on the upfront. So that way, whenever they're coming in, they're helping you guys. Ooh, they're making an educated decision.
Yeah, yeah, and I feel like it was like perfect timing when you and I started talking together and everything because I was just starting to get into like they ask you answer type stuff,
Yep.
and you're huge on the Market
Yeah,
Sheridan
yeah. We're
things.
trying to become certified. So
Yeah, yeah, oh, that was exciting.
yeah,
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 so that worked out really well because it was something that I was already interested in doing, and then you're like, yeah, like this is like the shit right here, like this is how you do it.
yeah.
And I mean, truthfully, I don't think that all these educational videos and transparent videos that we're doing would really be like where they are now if it weren't for you and Chris and the rest of the team behind you, like kind of pushing us to do a little bit better.
No, I really appreciate that, and then you gotta give yourself some more credit because you're probably one of the best customers about creating videos and doing that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I just you start to realize like whatever, like if it sucks,
Yeah,
if it sucks, it sucks. If I look bad and sound bad, like
yeah.
I'm just not going to watch them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You just keep moving forward. So
Yeah,
I think a lot of people get stuck in like analysis paralysis of like, I'm never going to make this content. It needs to be perfect. I need the mics, I need the videos, I need the cameras, and they just don't start. Whereas like you just start, take it, post it, and just keep improving on each go. And I have a lot of respect for that because that's something that even I struggle with doing that.
yeah, yeah. Thank you. Why do you and the rest of Constructo Marketing feel so strongly that it's important for contractors like myself to be educating homeowners on how our remodeling businesses are being ran?
I think it's so important because as an industry as a whole, a lot of the information is either secret or kept in secret, or maybe people don't want to be upfront about pricing or their process just in case their competitors get a hold of it. And I think it's so important to be upfront about it so that way when we're trying to make a huge decision on like, hey, I'm gonna invest all this money with you guys to go and build a bathroom or a kitchen or a basement or whatever you're trying to build, you're the most educated buyer that you could possibly be. Because if you're not, then you might not know the common signs that like we talk about in our blogs. Like, like go look at their trucks, go look at how they like act in your house, that sort of stuff. Because if you don't know those like little signals and like hacks to like look out for, you could get in like a nightmare story like go read on like Reddit or Facebook.
Why do you think it's so important that local remodeling companies have the power of a marketing agency behind them?
I think one of the biggest aspects that like comes to mind right away is if they're not willing to invest in their business, why should they expect you to invest your money with them from the homeowner's perspective? Like if you're not willing to put your money to grow your business and build out a beautiful website that helps teach homeowners and invest in your own marketing and teach homeowners, the best practices and different things like that, why should they come and invest money with you and give you their money to go into their home and do whatever you want to do in there? And I think that's one of the biggest things. Like people or businesses view marketing as an expense rather than an investment. And the same way you're going to ask a homeowner to invest money into their home, you need to be able to back that up by saying, "Hey, we invest that money into our business too." So it's all just kind of talking about like different investments, and like it's kind of just holding your end of the bargain. Like you're investing that money in your business the same way that you're asking them to invest that money with you to build the perfect space for their home.
Right. In general, when you see a remodeling company engage a professional marketing company, what else do you see improve in their business? I know my answer, and I'll share that after you give yours.
Definitely. So I think whenever most companies take that leap to invest in their marketing, they're kind of taking that step forward as, not just having another job. It's not just being a carpenter or a plumber or, electrician. They're kind of becoming an actual business owner and they're investing to become an actual business. And as weird as that sounds, that's two very different kind of mindsets. Because if you're just working your job, you're not really caring about margins or like homeowner experience or like, how often are you communicating with the homeowner? Like you don't have the proper systems and steps for that because it's just another job. Whereas if you're becoming a business owner, you're going to invest the time to create those systems and make sure the job sites run correctly. Invest to make sure you have the right employees and the right employees in the right areas, so that way the homeowner feels safe at every step of the way. And I think that's one of the biggest misconceptions with a lot of business owners is like some guys just build themselves into jobs and they don't invest in the systems or the processes or the right people. Kind of like, or not, not like Lou. Lou does do that. Sorry, but that's Lou's the opposite of that. So Lou, that's one of the biggest things that I've watched Lou become over the past, couple years is like you really spent the time on developing amazing processes and systems to make sure everything does run smoothly, especially from whenever we initially started. Not that you were like a really terrible guy.
It was different. It was different.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my answer almost
Yeah.
exactly. Like when we were first talking, I was still like working on jobs and like trying to do like sales and marketing stuff, but it was like, all right, I'm going to spend 3 hours working and an hour on this sales thing and then try and go back to work for an hour. Like it was very inefficient. And since working with you and dialing in, our marketing and systems and everything with everything that you've brought to the table, and we've really just built a great system, a great funnel. So like it's really smooth. It makes our lives easier, but it also creates a better experience for our client. From when they submit a form on our website and it goes right to our software, and then after it goes into our software, the client can book a call that goes onto my calendar, and then I'm not working in the field, so I'm prepared with information for a call with somebody to see how we can best help them do what they want to do. So it's made the whole thing like super super smooth.
And that's the other thing too is like you're providing a seamless experience where like if the homeowner's watching this, they might call a contractor and never get a call back. Whereas like your experience is way more seamless over here at like Captivate is because it's built to be that way, to be a seamless experience for you throughout the whole process. Where a lot of contractors will pick up the phone and then you might not get them, they might not call you back, then you'll have to call them again, and then they'll have to come to your house because they don't know how to talk to you over the phone, and then they're going to waste a bunch of your time, and it's going to take 2 weeks to get a proposal to you. That isn't Lou and his team at Captivate. They've built this whole process to be as seamless as possible for you.
Dan, super appreciate you coming in. It's always great to get all of our team members in here so that all of the homeowners and prospective clients in Delaware County at home get to know every single one of our team members. So I super appreciate that. If you are a remodeler anywhere in the United States of America and you want a top-notch marketing department behind you, get in touch with Dan Kelly. How do we do that?
You can go to our website, constructomarketing.com, or you can give me a call at 610-505-9263. Be more than happy to chat with you on either channel.
Appreciate it, Dan.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.